Hey, me and Matt here, and welcome to SummerSlam 1998. This is when I got right back into wrestling full time. Took a little break for a while because I guess of other interests, but I finally got back into it and became a fan of one of the baddest men in wrestling, badass motherfucker, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And this match didn't disappoint. This whole pay per view actually was really good. Um, here we go. So we start off with Too Much, Scott Taylor, and Brian Christopher, who defeated LOD 2000. So these guys eventually became too cool, but to see Scott Taylor and Brian Christopher, who's actually Jerry Lawler's son, is pretty cool, actually. And yeah. So, and of course, Hulk and Animal coming back uh, in 97. So there it is. Then we have Gangrel defeating Dustin Reynolds. This isn't Gold Dust, this was Dustin. And of course, the debut in the WWF of Gangrel. Gangrel, of course, would be in with Edge and Christian of the Brood. But for now, and this was cool, the whole vampire thing was new to a certain extent. And to see this as a character coming down the aisle and spitting blood, pretty cool, and new for the times. But yeah, he defeating Dustin Reynolds. And then we get the Disciples of Apocalypse, 8 Ball and Skull, with Paul Ellering, because Paul Ellering had turned on Legion of Doom, defeating Bradshaw and Fader. What an interesting pair. Again, I remember seeing that, having Disciples of Apocalypse with Paul Ellering in her corner. It's really cool to see Paul Ellering back in WWE with Authors of Pain. Then we have the European Championship match. D'Lo Brown, who defeated Val Venus by disqualification in retaining his title. And Val Venus was new again, seeing the porn star aspect in the WWF, seeing these new guys just be X-rated. It was interesting, it was that time. So we have the oddities, Kurgan Golga, who is Earthquake, and Giant Salva, with Luna Vachon, Violent J, and Shaggy 2 Dope of Insane Clown Posse. And they defeated Kaientai, Takamichi Naoko, Dick Dogo, Men's Torch, and Sho Funaki with Yamaguchi-san. Of course, Funaki is now the announcer for the Japanese team. He's famous SmackDown #1 announcer. Taka Michinoku is in Japan. I've been seeing him a lot actually in Japan for New Japan. I don't know what the other two are up to, but I think it's Yamaguchi and Funaki for the Japanese team in WWE. Then we have X-Pac with Howard Finkel defeating Jeff Jarrett with Southern Justice. A hair versus hair match. And this was Jeff Jarrett's last time he had golden locks. So, seeing the new era, I guess, and seeing the new era and coming back with Jeff Jarrett with a new look was pretty cool. I wouldn't really want to see X-Pac cut his hair. And then we have Edge and Sable, who defeated Mark Merrill and Jacqueline. The Sable, of course, leaving Mark Merrill. Edge being the first debut for SummerSlam. A new character. Well, he was still growing. I don't remember seeing Adam Copeland in WCW. If I did, then I don't remember. A lot to grow on, but this was cool. But not as cool as this Lion Dance match. Ken Shamrock, who defeated Owen Hart by submission with Dan Severn and Owen's corner. This was the UFC bringing a little bit of the MMA to WWE, if you will. And this was cool. I never knew what mixed martial arts was. I think that this was cool. And I wish I would have saw more of it. And I tried to find it, but it wasn't there. But this was a little taste of it. This was pretty cool. I think they had Dan Severn and Ken Shamrock in another Lions Den match, but I can't remember. Then we get the New Age Outlaws, who defeated Mankind in another disqualification match for the WWF Tag Team titles. There was no tag team partner for Mankind, so that kind of sucks. But, yeah, there it is. Then the Intercontinental Championship, a ladder match for Triple H and The Rock. Of course, there was this feud with Nation of Domination and Degeneration X. The Rock was the Intercontinental Champion, and then Triple H, of course, them going back and forth. The mockery of DX doing Nation. This was a good feud, one of the many matches of The Rock versus Triple H. Of course, Triple H won the Intercontinental Championship. It was really cool to see the band play in the ring for DX. But yeah, there it is. Then we have Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker for the WWF title. This was another ongoing feud. We would have Undertaker eventually take the title for the Edge, which would be the night that we tragically lost Owen Hart. But at this night, Stone Cold Steve Austin won, and this was cool. I mean, I really enjoyed seeing the Attitude Era for what it was. It was vulgar, but it wasn't like, well, there were a lot of times where it was pretty much over the line, but, there it is. So, this was an interesting show, and we'll continue with SummerSlam 99.